The evening that asked nothing. Good evening, my friend. Tonight there is nothing you need to solve. Nothing waiting for your attention. Nothing asking for your energy. The day is finished now. You have done enough. Now all that remains is this quiet moment. If you feel comfortable, allow your body to settle. Let your shoulders become soft. Let your jaw relax. Let your breathing become slow and gentle. Imagine yourself arriving in a small coastal town somewhere along the eastern shoreline of the United States. It is late evening. The sky is painted with soft shades of blue, silver, and lavender. The last light of the sun has almost disappeared behind the horizon. The ocean stretches farther than your eyes can see. Its surface gently reflects the first stars appearing above. The air is cool, fresh, and peaceful. It carries the scent of salt water mixed with pine trees that have stood beside the cliffs for generations. Far away, you hear the slow cry of a single seagull. Then silence returns. Only the quiet rhythm of gentle waves remains. Each wave slowly reaches the shore, touches the sand, and softly returns to the sea. Nothing happens quickly here. Time itself seems slower, as though the world has decided to whisper instead of speak. You begin walking along a narrow path beside the beach. Small wildflowers grow between smooth stones. Tiny white shells sparkle beneath the fading light. A gentle breeze brushes across your face. It feels cool, comfortable, safe. Every step becomes lighter than the one before. There is no destination that must be reached, only this peaceful journey. Ahead, standing proudly on a rocky hill, is a small white lighthouse. Its light slowly turns in a calm circle, again and again, never rushing, never stopping. Its warm light gently sweeps across the quiet ocean. You smile without even noticing. Somehow, this little lighthouse feels familiar, as though it has been waiting for you. When you arrive, an old wooden gate quietly opens with the breeze. The path leading to the lighthouse is lined with soft grass. Tiny lanterns glow beside the walkway, not bright, only enough to gently guide your steps. The lighthouse keeper is nowhere to be seen, yet everything feels perfectly cared for. Fresh flowers sit beside the doorway. A rocking chair rests quietly on the porch. Its slow movement matches the rhythm of the ocean below. You step onto the porch. The wooden floor softly creaks beneath your feet. The sound is comforting, warm, peaceful. You sit down in the rocking chair. It begins to move ever so gently. Forward, back, forward, back. As you rock slowly, your breathing naturally follows the same rhythm. In, out, in, out. The cool evening air fills your lungs. The scent of pine trees becomes softer. The sound of the waves becomes quieter. Everything around you seems to slow down together. You notice a small lantern hanging beside the door. Inside, its golden light flickers gently. Not because of strong wind, only because the evening breeze likes to dance. One tiny leaf drifts across the porch, then another. Neither one is in a hurry. They simply float wherever the breeze carries them. You begin to realize that tonight, you do not have to carry anything. Not your worries, not your plans, not tomorrow. For this little while, you only have to listen to the waves, to the wind, to the quiet turning light of the lighthouse, and perhaps, without even trying, sleep will find you. The gentle walk through moonlit paths. The rocking chair continues its slow, comforting rhythm. Forward and back, forward and back. The lighthouse stands quietly behind you, while the gentle beam of light circles across the peaceful ocean. The night has fully arrived now. Above you, the sky is filled with countless tiny stars. Some shine brightly, others appear as soft little whispers of light. The moon hangs peacefully over the water, painting a silver path across the calm sea. You stand up slowly. There is no hurry, no destination waiting, only curiosity leading each gentle step. A narrow path begins beside the lighthouse. It winds through tall grass that sways softly in the cool evening breeze. The grass brushes lightly against your hands as you walk. Its gentle sound feels almost like a quiet lullaby. Somewhere nearby, a cricket sings its simple evening song. Not loudly, not to be noticed, only to remind the night that everything is calm. You continue walking. The path becomes softer beneath your feet. Tiny white flowers grow along both sides. Each flower catches a little moonlight, glowing faintly like tiny stars resting upon the earth. You pause for a moment, taking one slow breath. The air smells fresh. Salt from the ocean, warm pine wood, a touch of lavender growing somewhere hidden among the grasses. Every breath feels lighter than the one before. As you continue, you notice an old wooden bridge crossing a narrow stream. The water flows slowly, so slowly that it almost seems still. The moon reflects perfectly upon its surface. You step onto the bridge. The wood makes the softest little sound beneath your feet. Not loud, only enough to remind you that the bridge has welcomed many peaceful travelers before you. You stop halfway across, looking down into the clear water. Tiny fish drift quietly beneath the surface. They move without hurry, without worry, simply following the gentle current wherever it chooses to go. You smile softly. Perhaps life can sometimes be like this little stream. There is no need to rush. The water always finds its way. Beyond the bridge, a small meadow opens before you. Wildflowers dance quietly in the moonlight. Tiny fireflies begin appearing one by one. First one, then another. Soon, dozens of tiny golden lights float peacefully through the warm summer air. They move slowly, almost as though they are breathing with the night itself. You watch them without speaking. There is nothing to say, only beauty, only peace, only quiet. A gentle breeze passes once more. The leaves above whisper softly together. It almost sounds as though the old trees are telling one another bedtime stories that only the forest understands. You continue your peaceful walk, noticing every small detail, every peaceful sound, every gentle movement. Far away, the lighthouse beam still turns. Slowly, patiently, always there, always watching, always guiding. Even from this distance, its light feels comforting, like an old friend who simply wants you to feel safe. You arrive at a small wooden bench overlooking the ocean. It faces the endless horizon where sea and sky quietly become one. You sit down. The bench is smooth and warm from the day's sunshine that still lingers within the wood. You rest your hands gently in your lap. Your breathing becomes even slower now. The waves continue their endless conversation with the shore, rolling in, rolling out, never rushing, never stopping. Every wave sounds almost exactly like the one before, predictable, comforting, peaceful. As you listen, you realize something wonderful. The ocean never asks anything from you. It does not expect. It does not judge. It simply welcomes you exactly as you are. For a little while, you simply sit there, listening, breathing, resting. The stars continue their silent dance above. The lighthouse continues turning behind you. The little stream continues flowing beneath the old bridge. The fireflies continue floating through the meadow. Everything moves together in perfect harmony. You begin feeling wonderfully sleepy. Your thoughts become lighter. Your body feels warm and comfortable. Your eyes grow heavier. The peaceful little town, the quiet lighthouse, the silver moon, the gentle ocean. They all seem to whisper the same simple message. You are safe. You can rest now. There is nothing left to do. Only breathe. Only listen. Only allow yourself to drift gently toward peaceful sleep. And somewhere ahead, beyond the moonlit path, another quiet adventure is waiting for you. Notice a small stone path beside the bench. It curves gently around the hill, disappearing behind a group of old cedar trees. The path seems to invite you, not with words, only with quiet kindness. You stand slowly, taking one gentle step after another. The smooth stones beneath your feet feel warm from the sunshine they gathered earlier in the day. The moonlight softly guides your way. As you walk, the scent of flowers begins to fill the air. Sweet lavender, wild jasmine, soft white roses, and tiny blue blossoms growing close to the ground. Soon the path opens into a hidden garden. It is small, peaceful, and beautifully cared for. Rows of flowers sway gently in the evening breeze. A little wooden fence surrounds the garden, covered with climbing roses. In the very center stands a tiny stone fountain, Crystal clear water rises gently, then falls softly back into the pool below. The sound is slow, gentle, almost like a quiet lullaby. You walk toward the fountain. A small wooden bench waits beneath an old oak tree. Its branches spread wide above you. The leaves whisper softly whenever the breeze passes through. One leaf slowly drifts down, turning gently through the air, landing without making a sound. The whole garden feels alive, yet wonderfully quiet. A family of rabbits rest peacefully beneath a nearby bush. They barely notice your presence. A little robin sleeps high in the branches above. Its feathers gently move with every calm breath. Tiny butterflies, now resting for the night, remain perfectly still upon the flowers. Even the garden itself seems ready for sleep. You sit beside the fountain. The cool stone feels comforting beneath your hands. The water continues its gentle rhythm. Up and down, up and down. Nothing hurried, nothing loud, nothing demanding, only calm, only peace. You close your eyes for just a moment, listening carefully. The fountain, the leaves, the distant waves, a soft breeze. Each sound blends together into one peaceful melody. You begin to notice your breathing becoming slower once again. Each breath feels easier. Each breath feels deeper. The day grows farther away. Tomorrow feels wonderfully distant. There is only this quiet evening, this hidden garden, this peaceful moment. Nearby, a tiny lantern glows with warm golden light. Its gentle flame dances quietly behind clear glass. Not bright enough to wake the night, only bright enough to make everything feel warm and welcoming. The flowers seem even softer beneath its light. Their colors become gentle shades of silver, blue, and cream beneath the moon. Time feels different here. Minutes pass without being noticed. There is no clock, no schedule. Only peaceful moments arriving one after another. The ocean continues breathing beyond the garden walls. The lighthouse continues turning faithfully across the sea. Everything remains exactly as it should be. You smile softly, without any reason. Simply because everything feels peaceful. The breeze becomes cooler now. You pull a soft blanket from the bench beside you. It feels warm, comfortable, safe. You wrap it gently around your shoulders. Almost instantly, your whole body begins to relax even more. The fountain continues singing its quiet song. The leaves continue whispering overhead. The flowers continue resting peacefully beneath the stars. And little by little, your thoughts begin floating away, like clouds drifting slowly across a clear night sky. There is nothing left to think about, nothing left to solve, nothing left to carry. Only this peaceful garden, only this quiet night, only the gentle promise that sleep is drawing closer with every calm breath. Far above, the stars shine a little brighter. The moon smiles softly over the silent sea. And somewhere behind you, the little lighthouse continues watching over everyone, making sure every traveler, every dreamer, and every peaceful soul finds their way safely home. Perhaps, tonight, home is simply this feeling of perfect peace. And perhaps, sleep is already much closer than you realize. The boat that floated with the moon, the peaceful garden slowly fades behind you, not because it disappears, but because every gentle journey naturally leads to another. A narrow path continues beyond the old oak tree. It winds softly through tall grasses until it reaches the quiet shoreline once again. The ocean is even calmer now. Its surface shines like smooth glass beneath the moonlight. Tiny silver reflections dance across each gentle wave. As you walk closer to the water, you notice something waiting near the sand. It is a small wooden rowboat, simple, beautiful. Its white paint has faded gently over many summers by the sea. A soft blue blanket rests neatly inside. Beside it lies a small lantern, glowing with warm golden light. No one seems to own the boat. Yet somehow, it feels as though it has been waiting for you. You step inside carefully. The boat barely moves. The water welcomes it with slow, gentle ripples. Without effort, without rowing, the little boat begins drifting away from the shore. The ocean carries you quietly. There is no destination, no map, only the peaceful rhythm of the water. The The lighthouse grows smaller behind you. Its familiar light still turns slowly across the sea, round and round, always calm, always steady. You wrap the soft blanket around yourself. It feels warm against the cool evening air. The gentle rocking of the boat feels almost like breathing. Forward, back, forward, back. Each movement becomes softer than the last. You look up. The night sky stretches endlessly above. Thousands of tiny stars sparkle like distant lanterns. Some seem brighter. Others almost disappear into the deep blue darkness. The moon watches silently over everything. Its silver light rests gently upon your shoulders. The ocean seems to borrow that light and carry it peacefully across every small wave. For a long while, you simply float. There is nothing to do, nothing to decide, only to breathe slowly, in and out. The quiet water seems to breathe with you. Far away, you hear the faint call of an owl somewhere along the distant shoreline. Then silence returns. A school of tiny fish glides beneath the boat. Their movements are smooth, effortless, almost like a slow dance beneath the moonlight. The lantern beside you flickers softly. Its warm glow reflects gently upon the wooden floor of the boat. It feels comforting, like sitting beside a quiet fireplace on a cool evening. The breeze carries the fresh scent of salt water once more, mixed with cedar trees and distant wildflowers growing along the cliffs. Every breath fills you with calm. Every breath lets go of another little piece of the busy day. The boat continues floating, never too fast, never too slow, exactly the way the night intended. After a while, you notice something wonderful. The water has become so still that the stars above and their reflections below look almost identical. For a moment, it feels as though you are floating through the sky itself, surrounded by gentle starlight, held safely by the quiet sea. Nothing interrupts the peaceful silence. Not a loud sound, not a sudden movement, only the endless rhythm of the ocean. Your eyelids begin feeling heavier. The blanket feels warmer. The rocking grows gentler. Even your thoughts begin drifting as softly as the little boat. Some drift away like tiny clouds. Others simply disappear into the peaceful night. You smile without opening your eyes because somewhere deep inside, you know you are completely safe, completely peaceful, completely free to rest. The lighthouse still watches over the sea. The moon still lights your path. The little boat still carries you with gentle care. And all around you, the quiet night whispers the same comforting words. Rest now. There is nowhere else you need to be. The ocean will gently carry you until morning, as the boat continues its silent journey. The waves softly sing their endless lullaby, and with every slow breath, sleep comes a little closer, a little warmer, a little deeper, until it feels as natural as the tide meeting the shore. Before the first light of morning, the little boat continues to drift, so gently, so quietly, that it almost feels as though the sea itself is carrying your dreams. The water is calm, the air is cool, the stars still shine high above, scattered across the deep velvet sky. You pull the soft blue blanket a little closer around your shoulders. It feels warm, comforting, like the gentle embrace of a peaceful evening. The lantern beside you glows with the same quiet, golden light. Its small flame never rushes. It simply shines, steady, patient, kind. Far away, the lighthouse continues its slow circle across the water. Its beam reaches the boat for just a moment, then moves on, returning again a little later. Each time it passes, it feels like a friendly reminder. Everything is safe. Everything is peaceful. Everything is exactly as it should be. The gentle rocking of the boat becomes even slower now. Forward, back, forward, back. Each movement softer than the last. The ocean breathes beneath you. The night breathes around you. And your own breathing quietly joins their peaceful rhythm. In, out, slowly, comfortably, effortlessly. You look toward the horizon. The darkness there has become softer. Not bright yet, only slightly lighter than before. The world is patiently waiting for the first hint of morning. There is no hurry. The night still has plenty of quiet moments left to share. A gentle mist begins to rise from the surface of the sea. It floats slowly across the water like a soft white blanket. The boat glides through it without making a sound. Everything becomes even quieter. Even the waves seem to whisper now. Somewhere in the distance, you hear the faint splash of a fish returning to the water. Then silence once again. The peaceful silence feels comforting. It is never empty. It is filled with calm, filled with rest, filled with gentle dreams waiting to begin. You close your eyes for just a little while. The warmth of the blanket, the cool ocean breeze, the slow movement of the boat. Together they create the perfect place to rest. Thoughts become fewer. One by one, they drift away like tiny clouds carried across the night sky. Nothing asks for your attention. Nothing pulls you away from this peaceful moment. You simply float, held gently by the sea, protected by the lighthouse, watched over by the quiet stars. After a little while, you open your eyes again. A few stars have begun to fade. The sky now carries the faintest touch of pale blue. Morning is still far away, but it is gently making its journey toward the horizon. A family of dolphins appears beside the boat. They do not jump high. They simply glide peacefully through the calm water. One, then another, then another. Their smooth movements create tiny ripples that sparkle beneath the fading stars. For a few peaceful moments, they travel beside you. Then they quietly disappear into the endless sea. You smile softly. The ocean always seems to know exactly what is needed. Sometimes it offers silence, sometimes gentle waves, sometimes the quiet company of friendly travelers. The little boat slowly begins turning toward the distant shoreline. You can just make out the outline of the lighthouse standing proudly on its rocky hill. Its warm light is still shining, still turning, still welcoming every traveler home. You realize that the journey was never about reaching a destination. It was about slowing down, breathing deeply, feeling peaceful, allowing the busy thoughts of the day to gently fade away. The boat touches the shore so softly that you hardly notice. You step onto the cool sand. The earth beneath your feet feels steady, comfortable, safe. The lighthouse stands nearby. Its white walls glow softly in the first quiet colors of approaching dawn. A narrow path leads back toward the little porch. The rocking chair is still there, waiting peacefully, exactly where you left it. You sit down once again. The chair begins its slow rhythm. Forward, back, forward, back. The ocean continues singing its gentle lullaby. The breeze carries the fresh scent of salt water and pine trees. The first birds have not yet begun to sing. The whole world seems to be holding one peaceful breath. And in this beautiful moment, wrapped in warmth, surrounded by quiet, protected by the lighthouse, you feel your eyelids becoming wonderfully heavy, heavier and heavier, until sleep feels closer than ever before. The night has cared for you, the sea has carried you, and now, the quiet little lighthouse watches over your dreams. A peaceful good night. The rocking chair moves gently, forward and back, forward and back. The motion is so slow, so steady, that it feels as though the chair already knows the perfect rhythm for rest. The lighthouse stands quietly beside you. Its light continues to sweep across the sea, slowly, patiently, never asking for attention, only offering comfort. The sky begins to brighten with the softest shades of pale blue and gentle pink. The stars slowly fade one by one. Not because they are gone, but because they know the morning is ready to watch over the world. The ocean remains calm. Each wave reaches the shore with the same quiet kindness. Rolling in, rolling out. Again and again. Every wave reminds you that there is no need to hurry. Nature never rushes. The sea never rushes. The sunrise never rushes. Everything arrives at exactly the right moment. A few tiny birds begin their first songs of the morning. Their voices are gentle, soft, almost like little whispers floating through the cool air. The breeze carries the fresh scent of pine trees, wildflowers, and the clean, salty air of the ocean. You breathe in slowly, then breathe out even more gently with every breath. Your body feels lighter, your shoulders relax, your hands rest comfortably, your thoughts become quieter. The little lighthouse has watched over countless peaceful nights. It has welcomed travelers home. It has guided ships safely through gentle waters. And tonight, it has quietly watched over you. The warm light from its lantern still shines. Not brightly, not loudly. Only enough to remind you that you are safe. You look toward the sea one last time. The little boat now rests peacefully near the shore. The hidden garden sleeps quietly behind the trees. The old bridge stands peacefully over the gentle stream. The moon has almost finished its journey. Everything feels complete. Everything feels calm. You realize that this peaceful place will always be here in your imagination. Whenever life feels busy, whenever the world feels noisy, you can always return. You can walk beside the quiet ocean, listen to the gentle waves, sit beneath the lighthouse, and feel the same peaceful calm once again. Now the morning light slowly spreads across the water. The lighthouse turns one more gentle circle. The sea sparkles softly. A calm breeze brushes across your face. Everything whispers the same gentle message. You have done enough. You are safe. You can rest. So allow your breathing to become even slower, even softer, even calmer. Feel the peaceful rhythm of the waves. Feel the warmth of the blanket. Feel the gentle breeze, and imagine the lighthouse quietly watching over you. As every thought becomes lighter, every muscle becomes more relaxed, and every breath carries you deeper into peaceful rest. There is nothing more to do, nothing more to think about, only the comforting sound of the sea, only the quiet light of the lighthouse, only the calm feeling of being completely safe. The waves continue, rolling in, rolling out. The breeze continues, soft and gentle. The lighthouse continues, turning slowly, patiently. And as this peaceful night gently becomes morning, may your dreams be calm. May your heart feel light. May your rest be deep. And whenever you need a quiet place again, the little lighthouse by the quiet sea will always be waiting for you. Good night, sleep peacefully, and let the gentle ocean carry you into beautiful dreams. The end.